you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlock the secret of interstellar travel. At the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems? Assuming we weren't going to lose it anyway. War, disease, famine, all the classics.
Don't you see? The power of the artifacts forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? And what gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the Emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That's why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself. Join me, old friend. We can collect the final pieces together.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not his old friend, remember? You're from another universe. Don't try to manipulate him. Okay. I couldn't win you over on philosophy. How about pragmatism? I'm more powerful than the Emissary. Than any other Starborn. And you might not understand why, but I want you to succeed. You've never gotten this far before. I need to see what happens to you.
Thank you.
Well, can't say I didn't try. We'll settle this at the usual place.
The buried temple. We'll be there.
You're lucky I'm a man of my word. I'll see you there.
Stay for a moment. You must have questions about what happens next. He and I made a number of agreements over the years. You can even call them years at this point. We let him go. In exchange, he'll wait at the buried temple. You'll be able to prepare any way you can before then. There's always a final artifact in a specific temple. The hunter and I agreed that whoever you sided with, the other would wait there. Expect anything and everything. Other Starborn, human mercenaries and defenses, alien creatures under mind control. It's all fair game. There is a temple for every artifact. You should find as many as you can. You'll need their power. I'll meet you in orbit above the buried temple. We'll face what's there together.
And thus ends the Hunter's time in our universe. Good riddance. What an absolutely horrid entity. I have something I need to discuss with you. Might as well take what we can.
You've done it. The temple's artifact is yours. Yes. For now, with every Starborn out for themselves, conflict is bound to continue. One day, maybe that won't be true. Yes, you've proven yourself worthy. The unity awaits. I know we aren't from the same universe, but it kind of feels like old times. Here, all the artifacts I've gathered. No, my place is in this universe now.
Yeah, what is it?
You made it. I hope you're enjoying the view. I never get tired of staring at it. Eternity. Everyone says that when they hear themselves for the first time. But no, you don't sound like this. At least, not this you. I am as much you as you are a part of everything. All points connect to here. When a star is born or dies, its existence beats through the heart of this place. The unity. I have seen all you are, have been, and could be. Do you feel like you've lived a good life? Is there anything you regret? That's good. You will need that clarity for what comes next. In order to become Starborn, you must give the universe one last thing. Yourself. That intangible part of you. That something that makes you unique amongst the infinite. A part of you will fuse. Do you understand what I mean? Much like the death of a star creates new kinds of matter. That part is what becomes Starborn, and Croc walk into the gate of light. But that isn't your only potential destiny. You could turn around. I have enjoyed speaking to you once again. All of you. As you consider stepping towards infinity, I offer you a glimpse into what will happen to the universe you may be leaving. As the essence of who you are is spread throughout space and time. The Emissary remains in this universe, but your faith in them inspires them to seek out those they believe are worthy of finding the unity. Many noble Starborn will be reborn under their guidance. Although you leave this universe behind, a new universe awaits you. Who will you be in this one? What choices will you make?
Do you understand now why I asked you to come?
An easy trade.
Don't you see? How many would have took
You see the hypocrisy.
in the wrong hands?
Finally, common sense.
Don't do this. Even if you agree with the Hunter's methods, he's only looking out for himself.
Oh, I think we all know that. but I want you to succeed. You've never gotten this far before. I need to see what happens to you. Yes, I also like picking winners.
Fine. You two have made your choice. The usual place?
The buried temple. Oh yes, we'll be there.
I'm sorry it's come to this.
You and I better have a chat. Talk through the next steps. I have a little favor I want to ask you too. Keeper Aquilus, my illustrious counterpart. He's a loose end that needs tying. First, he led you to my meeting with the Emissary. Now, that's turned out well for me, but it's hardly good to have someone who knows your secrets hanging around. Second, I don't like him. You'll understand once you've been through a few times. Other versions of yourself have a habit of being distasteful. Let me take in this moment. It's not every day you get to send an assassin after yourself. Good luck. Yes, more questions?
I know you're not the person I lost all those universes ago, but my heart still breaks just the same. And you have no right to pursue the artifacts with no regard to the consequences. I will not let more universes fall under the shadow of this search. Let's end this.
I have something I need to discuss with you.
Look at us, a great team. Now the unity awaits. Yes, you're right. Here, you've earned these. Once all the artifacts are together, the way to the unity will open. Then, you and I will be walking into the infinite. I'll be making myself at home on your ship from here on out. I want to make sure I'm nearby for the big moment.
I'm listening.
The Hunter is reborn once again. His ethic of expediency and individual will spreads throughout the universe he leaves behind. Many will find the courage to rise and seize power from those who have it, for good or ill.
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlock the secret of interstellar travel. At the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
Every grav drive in the settled systems was built on technology that came from an artifact that was discovered on Mars. But these early drives shook the gravity field surrounding Earth. Eventually, the atmosphere started to slowly sputter away into space. That's why Earth is uninhabitable. The artifact gave the scientists a greater understanding of time and space, but not the wisdom to see where that would lead.
The settled systems wouldn't exist without the artifacts, in other words. We owe what happened here in NASA a great debt. Assuming we weren't going to lose it anyway. War, disease, famine, all the classics.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? And what gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the Emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That's why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
Don't be a fool. The Emissary and I may have our differences, but you do not want to give us a common enemy.
For once, he's right. Don't do this. We can collect the final pieces together.
Well, look at that. The Emissary just became my new best friend.
You've made your choice. When you're ready, the Hunter and I will be at the buried temple. That's where we'll settle things.
Meaning, we'll kill you. But hey, at least we'll wait till you get there. Everyone deserves a shot at the final artifact. Well, here we are, ready to kill each other for the artifacts. As always.
I'm sorry it's come to this.
More talking? I'm a little disappointed.
No. Wait. I want to hear this.
Fine. I think you may be right. Live and let live. Is that right? Well, I don't know about either of you, but it's been a while since I felt this old.
Perhaps it's time to put this all to an end.
At least this once. Here, take the artifacts before I come to my senses.
I'm afraid I'm at a loss for words. I don't...
About space and time. The Constellation membership who stays behind will in time publish their data about the discovery of the artifacts, the Starborn, and the Unity. Space exploration across the settled systems is given new life as people search for home out there in the stars. By defeating both the Hunter and the Emissary, the path to the the unity in this universe is left for the people of the settled systems to discover on their own, uninterrupted by powerful Starborn. The use of an engineered microbe on the terramorphs leads to a near extinction of the species. Fear of aliens declines throughout the settled systems. Belief in the UC as the most well-protected area of space grows.